Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We have been covering sports for years. I've never seen, probably, not that I could think of off the top of my head, one of the most asinine trades in history than this trade here. This reminds me of the Herschel Walker trade. But we won't know how bad it really is until Utah starts winning. Oh my God. Oh my God. Spider got his wish. They moved Rudy. Now this goes a long way for them trying to keep him. But they moved Rudy. So by moving Rudy, this opens up Pandora's box. And it opens it up fully. I spelled the name wrong. Maybe the auto spell thing kicked in because Rudy Goebert. It's Goebert. He's Rudy Goebert. Okay. So anyway. Wasn't he a defensive player of the year? If you want to say that. If you really want to call Rudy that, be my guest. But let's get into it. Because we got a lot more. Somebody who said I'm late. I'm finna cover the whole round of everything that's been going on. So I'm early. But the reason why is because I was watching Ticket TV go off on this deal. Because I was doing that. Going off over this deal. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. But I understood why they did it. I knew what this was. This was about what he said about Chris Paul. This is CP3 showing his range and his power throughout the league. And the fact that this man is talking about playing with LeBron James. He on ESPN running his mouth. If you Spider, you'll want to stay now in Utah. You got the complimentary guard you needed. You got Rudy out the way. And you got Pat Bev to run the point. He'll find you with the ball. And he gonna play defense. Minnesota do this all the time. They torpedo their teams. Now, what I don't understand, this is the craziest deal in sports to me. The Timberwolves get only Rudy Goebert. That's the only thing they get. The Jazz get Malik Beasley. You know, he only known for sleeping with Scottie Pippen's wife, but everybody did that. They get Patrick Beverly, Leonardo Bamalaro, Walter Kessler, some guy named Jared Vanderbilt, a 2023 first round pick, a 2025 first round pick, a 2026 pick swap, a 2027 first round pick, and a protected 2029 first round pick. The Jazz get all of that for Rudy. Whoever is the Timberwolves GM, manager, whatever you want to call him, fire. Fire him. Fire him. Why did they let it go through? Because this is the NBA. This is the new age NBA. Adam Silver Slipper is only a businessman. He's right now waiting on his manicure to dry. He don't give a damn. He's trying to finish out Pride Month. He knows nothing about the game of basketball. Ticket went off. I was in there like, get him, Ticket! Get up! That's why I wasn't making a video. I was over there. Ticket had me on the floor. I'm like, I'm listening to Ticket right now. That's why you ain't hear nothing from me. Right, we gotta wait to see if this is gonna be the Herschel Walker deal. But this is the stupidest trade I've ever heard in my life. That's almost dumber than the Chicago Bulls giving Zach LaVine a 5-year deal for $215 million. I told people in the live stream that they were getting ready to do that. So I'm like, why wouldn't Kyrie Irving not be upset? If I see Zach LaVine finna get $215 million for 5 years, no questions asked, oh, I'm going to have a problem with that. You're going to have to pay me. Oh, I let the cat out of the bag with that one, huh? But I told y'all weeks ago, he getting that $200 million deal from the Bulls. They the only team stupid enough to pay him that kind of money. Nobody looking for Zach LaVine for that much. Not even the Lakers. Now, why Patrick Beverly in the trade? Why are you getting rid of your best defender? You had not made the playoffs. It's like Minnesota make the playoffs. They say, oh, wait a minute, stop the presses. They did the same thing with Jimmy Butler over Andrew Wiggins. They didn't want to trade Wiggins. He's like, look. If it's between Jimmy Butler and Wiggins, Wiggins wasn't ready to be the number one they were making him out to be. He was soft, he wasn't ready, and they were paying him like he was ready. Jimmy Butler went in there and destroyed him and the cat. Then walked out of practice and said, see, You need me. Now I'm going home. And then they went up there like, see, coach, we can't play with a guy like that. So they moved Jimmy. Split the team up. This is a doomed franchise. Y'all make it back to the playoffs. Since then, everybody like, man, they got a great team. They can make some things happen here. Then, boom. You put Pat Bev in the mix, you get exactly what you needed. A point guard who can control the pace, who just played Ja Morant the best out of anybody in the league. Let's send him to Utah. Huh? But you sent them to Utah under a concession. CP3 at work. All the stuff he said about Chris Paul on ESPN, talking about he want to play with LeBron and all that, all the things he was saying on ESPN, the Timberwolves organization was not happy with Pat Bev saying all these things. Did somebody say the Chicago Bulls are good? Oh my God. Good enough to be the 5th, 6th seed. You know what your Chicago Bulls accomplished last year? Never in the history of sports have I seen it. A team who finished, what did they finish at? 5th? Were they the 5th seed or 6th seed? Never have I seen a team with that much talent on paper turn around and finish poorly. But including the playoffs last year, y'all beat a team who were in the top 3, whether it was East or West, one time all season. And that is in the playoffs when you beat the Milwaukee Bucks that one game. That was the only time you did it all season. You've never beat a top 3 team. Hell, the Detroit Pistons did that. They didn't even make the offs. Everybody beat at least one of the top 3 teams. At least got some victory over a top 3 team. And these are teams that didn't even make the playoff. The Chicago Bulls could not beat a top 3 team, whether it was in the East or the West. So that means you're not serious. Yep. I told y'all he was getting a $200 million deal. Now, let's look at big picture. the big picture scenario. What the hell could Minnesota be needing? I could see if they felt we're one piece away. You got the cat. So what the cat gonna be now? The point forward? He can be out at the top of the key now. Rudy just gonna get the rebound. So Cat can go out there and shoot that little 3-point shot and stay his ass at the top of the key. Yeah, that's what you need. So unless y'all got Kyrie Irving finna walk through that door, I don't understand this move. How weren't they getting anywhere? They played just as good, if not better, than the Grizzlies. They were up double digits in almost every game that they lost to the Grizzlies. Even the last game. Up double digits in the fourth quarter and losing. They just needed to stay together and learn how to work together. Oh, definitely. But let's get to the gist of this, shall we? Because I want people to understand. Hit the like button, please. I didn't tell you, but I thought that, you guys coming through the door should at least hit the like button. Thank you. I appreciate it. A lot of people are very contentious about every single thing in the world right now, but that's neither here nor there. No, it was quite an immersed situation because I didn't understand what was happening at the time. One of the main plights of the situation was that the NBA is in transition, so it's going to be a lot of people moving. The league minimum is going up by $11.6 million next season. So, right. Now, if the Minnesota Timberwolves bring in Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving together, I'm saying, oh, That makes sense. Fizdale just got a front office role with the Utah Jazz. So DWade is getting some black people over there to show that Utah ain't racist. Now, yeah, I think this screen is broken somewhere. Like that's inside the camera. So we just gotta ghetto it out. But me, I keep a phone for years. Well, the thing is this. I told you, Malik Beasley ain't did nothing but sleep with Scottie Pippen's wife, and everybody then slept with Scottie Pippen's wife. I mean, you could walk down the street and be, oh, Scottie's wife? Oh, yeah, she good. Everybody then did that. So they threw him in the trade. Pat Bev, Leonardo Bomaro. But for Pat Bev to be traded just like that, after they told him we want you to start and all this stuff there, Pat Bev getting traded was the shock of the hour. After he came in and produced and gave them an identity. But forget the ancillary players. You done gave up Patrick Beverly, Malik Beasley, and all these guys, right? You throw in two other players where you can release them the moment they sign. But you gave up a 2023 first round pick, a 2025 first round pick, a 2026 pick swap, a 2027 first round pick, and a 2029 first round pick that's protected. Are you out for Rudy Goebert? Rudy Goebert? Rudy, who the hell is Rudy Goebert? That's like somebody giving all of that for Marcus Smart. You know, he was defensive player of the year. We need Marcus Smart. Like y'all one piece away. Like, man, the one piece we needed is Rudy Goebert. When you line them up, they gonna be nice. Nigga, is you crazy? He just went from a team that had Donovan Mitchell on there where he wasn't getting the ball to about three Donovan Mitchells that ain't finna give him the ball. You were complaining. You averaged 15 and 14 with a guy that wasn't going to give you the ball. Now you got a big man who want to shoot threes all day, who ain't finna give you the ball. Anthony Edwards who want to go one-on-one ISO and not give you the ball. I just watched the whole goddamn movie called Hustle where he wasn't giving nobody the ball. He going one-on-one. And that was in the movie. Now, everyone's hitting the like button, I hope. The Cash App is Carcino. Thank you guys for the Cash App I got this morning. That was beautiful. Y'all left a very beautiful message. And I wish I could have responded to that. All I could do is put a heart. I appreciate y'all asking about my family, how they were doing. They doing really well. They all recovered from COVID. They're doing well. Thank you. Don't matter how much they sent. I appreciate it. Everybody knows my Cash App, but if you don't, it's Carcino. Carceno. Um, what's going on today? Well, a lot. Everybody's going everywhere. The Celtics got Malcolm Brogdon from the Pacers. They got him for nothing. They didn't have to move a player or anything. The Pacers got what? Tice. What's his name? Nick Straukas, a 2023 first round pick. Some guy named Jawan Morgan. And Aaron Nesmith or whatever. So they were getting rid of Tice anyway. They just brought him back just for this. But they got the guard they needed. They needed a point guard. They got a point guard. Oh, this is essential. Brogdon makes them a lot better. They finally did something they needed to do. Bridges. He getting suspended. You best believe he getting suspended. We gonna get into that. Mm-hmm. Wack Levine is going to the Bulls for $200 million just to prove how stupid they are. Um, John Wall, we already know, is going to the Clippers. Mitchell Robinson got a deal. Bobby Portis is going back to the Bucks. Bill is going to re-sign and get that 5-year deal, just like James Harden's going to re-sign with the 76ers. But even on the re-sign, it could be a sign and trade. We just got to wait. Rubio is with the Cavs for 3-year deal. I don't see where that really matters, but Mitchell Robinson getting 4 years. Blazers bring back Nurkic for a 4-year deal. Don't really care where that's going. The news of the day is Rudy. And I told people Zion is going to get a max deal. He's going to get an extension with the Pelicans. they're going to pay Zion Williamson. Watch. And I told people this. It ain't gonna be no trade. He is signing an extension with the Pelicans. $230 million he's going to get. He hasn't played in a year and a half, and he's gonna get $230 million. Watch. You said he got it already? Who wouldn't give him the rookie max? A guy that's like 500 pounds, keep getting hurt, can't play a season. You gonna give him that kind of money? Yeah, there's talent there. But if you can't get that talent to be on the court, and then when you say he's mentally in a bad space because of his frustration to his injury that was slow healing. But the thing is that it's slow healing because you have to do the things to get it to heal. You can't sit around and eat doggone flaming hot Lays and Ruffles and eating all these damn chips, and he's doing dip and guacamole and all that. Dog, look, he'd be like, I ate a salad and a steak and another steak and another salad. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. See, if you knew what most of the other people know, you wouldn't have all of this nonsense to say. I see the Phoenix Suns being the best suit for Kevin Durant. That's the only place that makes sense. Um, Sean Marks should be in the unemployment line, right with the general manager and the ownership of the Minnesota Timberwolves. They need, unless the Minnesota Timberwolves are receiving Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, I don't understand that Rudy Goebert deal at all. Pat Bev made the ship go. He turned y'all into a winning franchise. He brought an identity to the team, and this is how you repay him. Um, No, he's not an efficient 3-point shooter, Pat Bev. You don't get Pat Bev for that. You get Pat Bev for his defense. You get Pat Bev for his imprint on the game. Now, when he was on ESPN giving his take and sitting in that seat, Pat Bev saying some things that didn't sit well with his disrespect of Chris Paul. They like, you in the fraternity. You in the league. Why are you talking about Chris Paul like that? They need to just sell the franchise then if they're going to do all this. Because at this point, people going to be exhausted. Not only was it the dumbest decision, you've given up so much for Rudy Goebert. That makes the whole trade deadline or anything with trades look retarded. Well, people will say, well, look what they got for Rudy. I know I can get this for Kevin Durant. I know I should get this for him. So now you messed up everything. You really have. You've really screwed up a lot. It's very offensive, too. I've never heard any hints of there being a problem with management. Oh man, they just sent me something. So that must mean like they're having a party or something. Might be tonight. I don't know. I see it different. Wherever Kevin Durant goes, everyone love to talk about them Lakers. If Kevin Durant goes to the Lakers with Kyrie Irving, you think they can keep Anthony Davis and LeBron all four of them with the Lakers? That would look retarded. And you wouldn't even want to watch the games. I'd be like, I don't want to see this. I mean, I'd be really upset. I'm going live on Patreon today. This is the day we were waiting for. It's the first. What's on the Patreon that we talking about? We got a lot right now. We got the black teen that's fighting for her innocence. You know, I'm helping her out in her case, in her situation. So, oh, and Dino Money, baby. Dino's back. Yes, sir. Dino Money is back. I don't know if y'all got Apple Music. Talking about stop spamming. He said stop spamming. More like stop trolling. I had a hard time understanding the process. You know, Utah just got better on defense. Yeah, the Utah Jazz did. The Utah Jazz got what they needed. They got somebody that don't care if Donovan Mitchell shoot the ball 1,000 times in the game. They don't care. So what they're doing is they're changing the dynamic of the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz normally keep some slow-footed mountain men on the team. They love that. They're gonna keep a couple of those out there because they're in Utah. But Dwayne Wade is there, and he wants to try to bring a winning environment there. And he knew that was the last year Rudy and Donovan Mitchell was gonna play together. And for 4 years in a row, Donovan Mitchell had to sit there and watch everybody in the NBA playoffs basically advance, and he's just sitting there like, No, Utah Jazz just got everything they needed. It's the Timberwolves that's stupid. I'm like, who's running this organization? That is the dumbest thing. They keep doing the dumb things. They have success, they blow the whole team up. That's like the Bulls. The Bulls just care about ticket sales because they've already won championships. Reinsdorf already admitted he don't care about winning another championship. They got those 6. And that's all they need. If they happen to win one, good. But he ain't about paying out all this money and going over the cap. That's crazy. He just want a playoff team. See, he's about making money off the team. Jordan them then won the 6 championships, and he's selling all that merchandise inside the doggone United Center. That store inside the United Center, they continuously make money. You get the pinstripe Jordans uniform. They got Scotty, the Rodman. They making all the money off of the merchandise. They can care less about anybody new that came in there. D Rose jersey getting sold there. They don't care about nothing else. All right, it's time for this meeting. I got a date tonight. Then I'm going live on the Patreon today too. So you're not going to want to miss that introduction because you're going to learn what we're going to have this month in store for you on the Patreon. And I think everybody's going to love it. Might get me in trouble, but it's going to be a very interesting month. On the Patreon, we going to see. So with that being said, it's your boy Carcino, I'm out.